Today in this video we are going to discuss about the environmental studies, environment and international legal order, which is meant for law students as well as for zoology students. So in this topic we are going to discuss about the definition of some of the terms which should be understood clearly so that the environmental studies can be easily studied or understood. So first we will see the concept of environment. What is the concept behind it? Sum total or the sum total of living and non-living that affects influence on the environment. So because of the living and living organism and non-living organism affect influence on environment. So because of the environment, the living thing and non-living thing interact with the living thing, that is called environment. So the environment is the study of the surrounding which have influence on animal or plant. So that we are going to study. So in this two things are involved, the main things are involved, that is called biotic factors and abiotic factors. Biotic factors means the living factors such as plants and animals. Abiotic factors are which is lifeless such as the sun energy or the rainfall, water, then humidity and aeration, ventilation, all these things are called abiotic factors. So how the environment affects the affects or influence on living organism is known as the environment. So that is with reference to human life also. So how the human life is affected with reference to biotic and abiotic environment, that is living and non-living. How the living and non-living thing interacts with human life. Then meaning and scope of environment and pollution. The environment is the sum total of all external forces. That is the all living organisms and growth. This is meant for mainly the environment sum total of all external forces which influences and conditions which affect the life, behavior, maturation, development of the living organisms. So how the environment affects the living organism on its life, development, maturation, growth, etc. Then, so we are interested in conservation of ecology and biodiversity and management of natural resources. So in this, the scope of meaning and scope of environment and pollution, we are interested to upkeep the environment and conservation of ecology and also biodiversity. Biodiversity means the various living organisms living in a place, and that should be subject to that is the diversity should be preserved. That is called biodiversity and management of natural resources and also containing of pollution. So the pollution means the contaminants interact with the nature, and that is called pollutant. And when the pollutant interacts with the natural resources, then it is called pollution. So the pollutants should be controlled, and by means of by any means the pollutant should not mix with the natural environment. Say it is called water pollution. In water, lot of pollutants are mixing with water. Say for example, in industrial waste are mixing with water, it may carry, the industrial waste may carry cadmium, nickel, mercury, zinc, etc. and mixes with water. So that is called water contaminants. Like that in air, lot of pollutions, air pollution, sulfur dioxide, and then various oxides, nitrogen oxides, methane, so many things are mixing with the air. That is called air pollution. And similarly, land pollution is also there. In land, the landfill, some of the pollutants are filled in air. That is called land pollution. Say the plastic materials or some of the unwanted materials which cause hazardous to the land is filled in the land. That is called land pollution. Or even when the water, contaminant water mixes with the land becomes, the land is polluted. So say for example, the industrial waste are polluting the land also, not only the water, the land also. So that is called pollution. Next is meaning of population. A population means a group of organisms living in a particular community is called population, a group of individuals of the same species. So the important thing is the same species living together and interpreting within a given area. So in an area, a group of species living together and they interpreting within the species. So there are a lot of things are there in the classification: phylum, class, order, genus, species. So the genus may be different. The genes, from the gene, lot of species may evolve. So for example, hibiscus rosa sinensis, hibiscus esculentus, all are species, but the family will be something different, that is Malvaceae. From the genus, the species, lot of species may evolve. So particularly we are concerned about the species. A group of individual of the same species living together, and interpreting, that is called the population. So that is the population means the interbreeding of species and the living in a particular place of this same species. Next thing is meaning of biome. What is meant by biome? Biome means the fauna and flora naturally occurring in a particular place is called biome. So there may be occupying a major habitat. So it may be the habitat may be the various, it may be ice zone, it may be temperate zone or grassland zone. So this is called biome, naturally occurring community, that is fauna and flora occupying a major habitat. So in a place, the major habitat, what is the fauna and flora available in the place is called biome. Say for the biomes, various biomes are there in the globe. That is called Tundra. The Arctic region is called Tundra. In that it is otherwise called frigid zone. There we can see only the particular type of animals such as the sea walrus, sea lion, so such of those things are reindeer. Such of those things are called Tundra region, and that is Arctic region. And the next is taiga region. This is northmost forest below Tundra across Europe, Asia and North America. So in this area, this is called taiga region. Temperate region, it is always called tropical region. High temperature will be there. It is mostly the temperate forest and temperate animals will be there, and there ample rainforest will be there. High temperature will be there. So such of those it is mostly next to the animals and plants living adjacent to the equator area, that is called tropical area. And grassland area, savanna area, in that area rainfall will be less, and deciduous forest we can see. So this is another biome. The next biome is called desert. Desert, everything will be sand, there will be sand, and that is called arid region. There particular type of community of fauna and flora will be there. So desert lizard, desert snakes, and the date palm, all these things will be found in the desert region. This is called desert biome. Next thing is called meaning of biosphere. So in the ecology, environment, we have four spheres, that is lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Lithosphere means sand and the mountainous area, that is the soil, subsoil, all these things are called lithosphere. And biosphere, the fauna and flora, plants and animals. And atmosphere is the gaseous around the globe is called atmosphere. And here we are concerned about biosphere. The biosphere is concerned about the animals and plants in the globe, that is the plants and animal in earth's surface. This is composed of the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and atmosphere also. To sustain the life, to sustain life, water is important, air is important, and this lithosphere is also important. So this is called biosphere. In biosphere we will be studying about the plants, and we will be studying about the animals, what are the animals in the earth, and the animals are plants in the earth, like that. Then meaning of ecosystem. Ecosystem is, system means a combination of things. Eco means environment. In environment there is a system is there, that is biotic and abiotic, living and non-living. That is the living organism interact with non-living organism. The living organisms are the fauna and flora. Fauna means animals, and flora plants and animals. The plants can prepare food material by itself, that is called autotrophs, and animals cannot prepare food material by itself, that is called heterotroph. Then here everywhere the interaction is always quite common in the that is in lithosphere. It is everywhere, the ecosystem is everywhere. It is in pond, it is in sea, it is in land, everywhere it is the ecosystem is there. Say we will say for example we will be explaining about the ecosystem in a pond. In a pond there will be plant and other things, grass will be there, and the grass will be eaten away by the or some of the zooplankton and phytoplankton will be on the floating on the surface of water, that is called that absorb the sunlight because of the green color. Then it produces from the carbon dioxide, it produces, it synthesizes food starch. So that is called primary, that is called producer. So the phytoplankton and zooplankton in a pond is called producer, or the plants found in the lithosphere is called producer. Then it is consumed by the fish. Fish is known as the primary consumer, and the fish is consumed by the snake, that is called secondary consumer, and the snake is divided by that is hawk, that is called tertiary consumer, like that. And everything, when the dead materials of the pond settles in the bottom, and it is decomposed due to bacteria and virus. So the bacteria and virus are called decomposers. The decomposers decompose the organic material into inorganic material, and that is used by the plants and other things. So a cycle will be there, that is called decomposers. So this type of system is available everywhere, that is called ecosystem. ஸோ தமிழில் நாம் இந்த என்வரான்மெண்ட் என்ற கான்செப்ட் எடுத்துக்கொண்டோம். என்வரான்மெண்ட் என்பது லிவிங் அண்ட் நான் லிவிங், அதாவது உயிருள்ளவையும் உயிரில்லாதவையும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று எவ்வாறு பின்னிப்பிணைந்து இந்த சுற்றுச்சூழலிலே காணப்படுகிறது அதை பற்றி நாம் படிக்கிறோம். அடுத்ததாக ஸ்கோப், இந்த என்வரான்மெண்ட்டை நாம் ஏன் படிக்கிறோம் என்றால் எவ்வாறு சுற்றுச்சூழலை பாதுகாப்பது, எவ்வாறு இயற்கையை நாம் ஒழுங்காக பாதுகாப்பது, அந்த ரிசோர்ஸஸை எவ்வாறு பயன்படுத்தி கொள்வது, இதனை அதோடு அல்லாமல் அதில் பொல்யூஷன் எவ்வாறு ஏற்படுகிறது, அதை எவ்வாறு தடுக்க வேண்டும் என்பதெல்லாம் இந்த ஸ்கோப் ஆஃப் என்விரான்மெண்ட்டில் படிக்கின்றோம். ஏனென்றால் இவைகள் உயிருடன் சம்பந்தப்பட்டவை. அட்மாஸ்பியரிலே உயிரற்றவை ரெண்டும் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று கலந்து ஒரு வாழ்கின்ற தன்மை. அடுத்ததாக பாப்புலேஷன் என்றால் ஒரு இடத்திலே வாய்க்கின்ற சிற்றினங்கள் ஒன்று சேர்ந்து வாழ்ந்து அவைகள் ஒன்றோடு ஒன்று இனப்பெருக்கம் செய்து வாழ்வதற்கு பாப்புலேஷன் என்று பெயர். அடுத்ததாக பயோம் என்றால் ஒரு இடத்திலே வளர்கின்ற ஒரு கம்யூனிட்டி, ஒரு சமுதாய தொகுப்பிலே இருக்கின்ற தாவரமும் விலங்குகள் தொகுதிக்கு பேர் பயோம் என்று பெயர். இதில் அடுத்ததாக பயோஸ்பியர் என்றால் அனிமலும் பிளான்ட்டும் இந்த உலகத்திலே வாழ்கிறது பேருக்கு பயோஸ்பியர் என்று பெயர். அடுத்ததாக ஈகோசிஸ்டம் என்றால் சுற்றுச்சூழல் அமைப்பு என்றதுக்கு ஈகோசிஸ்டம் என்று பெயர். With this we conclude this video.